Wow, great day. 2 coaching calls wrapped up. Just got on a call. First guy in the program that doesn't do window cleaning. I'm excited. I think with car detailing, absolutely doable. Contracts, be so fired. So good day. Got 3 guys in the program today. Good day for coaching. Window clean's been slow. October is our month where, I don't want to say it's our slowest month, but it's our slowest month. It'll be good. We're still grinding out. I don't know how many plans have been sold today. So we're gonna go eat some tacos. Look at this. Tacos, best salsa in the world. Happy Thursday. Most of the time, work doesn't feel like it's gotten to the point where work doesn't feel like work. And like I've said that in the past when I used to knock doors, but like genuinely don't think I've experienced it to this level. I still get stressed out like no tomorrow. Today, I'm actually stressed out as I've been in a while. But the work stuff, what I have to do is, so I'm finishing uploading these modules, gotta bang out some reels, and I do a little research on how we can make the community even better because we're switching to like a membership option. So I want to figure out how to just maximize the community and build it to where guys like love it, enjoy it, get a ton of value from it, can use it to network. Getting on a call with client Ben. He just moved to a new market, Arizona.
Yo, how you doing?
Good, dude. How you doing?
We're doing good.
How's Arizona? How's the weather there?
Yeah, so something about having the sun out all the time.
It's the difference. I need to know the psychology behind it because when I walk outside and it's just like, the hell, this day sucks.
But yeah, I shot the ads filmed yesterday or 2 days ago.
Let's go. Creatives and everything are good to go.
Yeah, I just filmed the clips and sent it to them. They're taking care of the rest, so I don't know what to expect.
Biggest piece of advice I can give with anything new, and sometimes it doesn't even make sense, whether you believe the universe or God, right? It's the testing period. Everything new I've ever started in my life, we could have it all figured out, have the perfect game plan, the roadmap, like checked all of our, boxes and crossed all our T's, dotted our I's, and everything's perfect. And then we go live on whatever that new thing is, and it never works out, or it never starts out as hot as you want it to. And maybe and maybe there's some one-off things where it's like, oh my gosh, like this is working better than we thought. And it will. That's the thing, is it usually starts everything new, every new level is it's like it starts out like, dang, it's not really working. And then you have to go through this kind of testing, call it testing period or suffering period, where you have to make a few tweaks or maybe just keep doing what you're doing just for a long enough time. And then it just goes boom. I know all the systems. I know how to start a window cleaning company. Like I have it figured out, but I'll go to a new market tomorrow. I guarantee you that first month out there, I'm going to get my teeth kicked in with who knows what, right? Could be hard time finding a cleaner. Could be the ads aren't working. Whatever it is, I know for a dang fact, it's going to be, I'm going to be like, what? I've experienced it. And that would be my kind of advice or just kind of insight for you. You have to be positive. You got to be like the Rock for everyone. When you pick a hard life, you have to be the Rock. And sometimes it's hard. You're always looking at the best in every situation. And then sometimes your natural pessimistic mind, your negative side just takes over and you just go down the spiral, and it's lonely. It's hard. You wouldn't change anything, but it's just the fact of the matter. And the only thing you can do is just keep going. The guarantee for you to keep feeling like this is not trying to take any action, not trying to move the needle forward. And the only possible way to not feel like this is to keep going, keep pushing, keep understanding that this is part of the plan. Everything always has worked out. Yeah, when stuff starts to look a little shaky, you still sometimes can get caught being a victim of being a pessimist and losing hope and being like, is this the one time everything's going to come crashing and burning? I think of my family, and I think of just kind of looking at them and thinking like, so happy you went through those tough days. I'm so happy you suffered. And that's what keeps me going, because if you're doing it for yourself, it's going to be hard to keep going, right? Gym Fit, solid. Instagram story time. You guys are getting an inside look on how I make the most viral Instagram story. No, I'm just kidding. Everything always works out how it's supposed to, if you have that gut feeling that I'm doing everything right. So I make stories. Anyone that follows me on Instagram, I post a lot of daily stories every single day. Every single day, I post on my stories. And it's really easy to post content and post stories when I'm just a mentee myself, when I'm learning every single day. The second you're not learning and personally developing, it becomes really, really, really hard to get content. But if you're working at the things that you're preaching about, it's easy to come up with content. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to my past self right there, right? 2 days ago, me, stressed out about, is this, I feel like I'm doing everything right. Why am I not seeing the results? And then yesterday, having a great results day, but I've been doing the same thing, and that's it. So flip the camera around and freaking tell people what you learn from it, right? I'm not trying to be a coach who coaches coaches, but like so many guys have a hard time thinking of content, right? Because they're not learning in and of itself. If you're growing, you're developing, you're in the grind of what you're preaching, you'll have plenty of content to post. Had a sales call for my coaching program, which I don't take anymore. I just leave it up to my operator. But we've gotten flooded with calls, which is good because we started running ads. But that means I had to take a call because other guy was getting signed up. So the guy was 65. I was just unprepared because I didn't have a sales process. Like I forget, I haven't been on like a sales call for the program in a while. So I was like, what we do? You want it? And then also he was 65. So I was like really blown away and kind of not sure how to like talk about it. I was like, are you planning on knocking doors? But it was great, actually. I think he'll do it. I don't know. He's got a couple other calls with a few other guys. I told him I'm the most expensive, so don't expect cheap. But hey, that's a cool guy. Anyways, little update on the day. I'm still uploading all the course modules, but I had to take a break. Look at the ocean. Still nasty as hell. Usually it's real pretty.
Just, I know this is more like kind of sales, kind of operational. When you're vetting a sales rep, right, what's your kind of vetting process like over the phone? Because I did an Indeed ad, got a few candidates or whatnot. They kind of, shy gets it, but I hit it anyways. Yeah, but I got a few candidates. I have a meeting with one tomorrow. I just don't want to go in there being like, yeah, so are you a hired person? And they're like, yep. And I'm like, cool. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like interview-wise, the vetting questions?
For sales reps.
Oh, for sales reps. Oh, gotcha. My best piece of advice if you're finding reps off Indeed is to unsell them on the job. His employees, when they work for his company, have to go through multiple interviews with like his bottom, his top level. And then once they get to him, he's the final interview. The only thing he does is just unsell them on the job, right? He wants them to be like, this is not a job for everyone. People are kind of think that it's too much pressure. With door to door, just keep it to like, this isn't a job for everyone. Most people come in here, they quit. A lot of guys don't even end up making $1, right? It's commission only. There could be days where you don't make anything. There's some days where people are really mean. Not a lot of people are answering. It could be really boring, right? Just telling them all like the cons about it. They want to stay. What I did on Indeed, where I struggle with, was like sell them on the job and then bring in like 5 guys to like a meeting that I like basically sold to be there. And then after a couple days of wasted energy training them, they just ended up quitting.
Like over delivering, under promising. Yeah, the situation.
Yeah, 100%. Kelton, what's up, brother?
I want to learn how to like outsource things like payroll.
Yeah.
How to pay like my employees, my taxes. Like, how can I get a customer support person? Like, basically, my question is, where can I find these people to do all these outsourcing things that I don't want to do for cheap?
I added a course module of like bookkeeper and customer service lady. Fiverr.com is cheap as hell. Like, I pay my payroll guy $80 a week. The customer service lady, we pay $60 a week. I mean, the customer service lady, all the inbound calls from customers will just go straight to her. It's just good to have a lady talking to them to kind of ease them down. And really, she's just like someone to hear them out. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Oh yeah, we'll get this fixed right away. Like, oh, did they? Oh my gosh, like that's not like us at all. Like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Customer. Whatever. Hear them out. Apologize, tell them this isn't like us. So again, because it's so cheap, that's why I say everyone should get it now. Like, it definitely won at scale, but even now, like, it just takes so much time and energy off your back when you don't even have to think about payroll. It's just like he sends you approve it, and then it's good to go. So Fiverr, yeah, Fiverr. Kayla is printing shipping labels for our protective coat in our window cleaning business. We work with the manufacturer down here, make it available. Anyone that owns a window cleaning business can use our protective coat because the protective coat is changing the game, the window cleaning industry, and it's exciting. Look at this library. Feels like you're in the 80s. Community's building. It's exciting. People are getting to know each other, making jokes. We're laughing. A lot of good conversations. I love pouring into the guys. They always come with good questions. It's getting better. That's my whole goal. October, build out a community, right? I want everyone to feel close-knit and bonded. So exciting. Being an entrepreneur can be lonely. So having a community is crucial. Now we're going to play 9 holes of golf. These are the days that make me realize, okay, cool. That's why you win, not the normal route. That's why you dropped out of school. For days like these. So, oh my God. Hole 4, par 3. First shot. I have 155 downwind. Usually it's my 155. Forgot to take some off. It's a 9-iron. Went to the back of the green. So I hit a second one. I was like, is it a pitching wedge? I thought I made it. It's also my second shot. If I made a hole in one, I mean, it's probably like a foot away. Not bad. I'm going to conclude the vlog right here. Hope you guys enjoy these. I don't have much thought behind them. I just wanted to feel raw. It's kind of a dream day today. We had woke up, walked with my girlfriend, went straight to the gym, great workout. Then had a couple calls, community call. Just give you inside look into my life on top of all the value that we'll put out in other videos. So like, subscribe. See you guys in the next one.